Hey guys, welcome to the Catway. So in this video, we are going to solve a LRDI set based on pie chart and bar graph. So before I begin, I would like to thank all the people who have joined us. Our Facebook group link is there in the description below. Now let's move towards the video. So the question says that 7% A through G went on a trip. At the beginning of the trip, each person had with him a certain amount of money. The amount of money with the 7 persons at the beginning of the trip was in ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4 is to 5 is to 6 is to 7, not necessarily in that order. Further, each person spent a certain amount of money during the trip. None of the persons spent more money than what they had at the beginning of the trip. The following pie chart provides the amount spent by each person during the trip as a percentage of total amount spent by all the 7% during the trip, and the bar chart provides the amount left with the person at the end of the trip. So now we have been given that the percentage amount spent by all of them. We do not know the exact value, so what we can say is that let the percent total amount spent by all the person was x. So out of this money spent, that is rupees x, A spent 10%, that means A spent 0.1x. After that, what we have been given is that he was left with rupees 150. So what you can look this chart in a way that, let's say there was an income of A, out of which his expenditure, that is the money which he spent, was 0.1x, and his savings was rupees 150. We know that expenditure plus saving is going to be income, so we can say that the amount of money with A initially was 0.1x plus 150. So similarly, we can calculate for others also what was the initial amount of money. So let's write that in our table. So we have our table for person and the amount. Okay, so this is what we have. So persons are A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Okay, so let's calculate what was the money with each of them at the beginning. So we had calculated for A to be 0.1x plus 150. For B, what we have is 0.19x plus 669, because he spent 19% of the total amount of money and he was left with rupees 669. Then we have 0.2x plus 180. Then we have 0.1x plus 30. Now we have 0.05x plus 495. Sorry, 435. 435. Then we have 0.25x plus 495, and then we have 0.11x plus 501. Acha, now what we have been given is that the person with the least amount of money and the person with the second least amount of money, the ratio between them is 1 is to 2. So if we can find the person with the least amount of money and we can find the person with the second least amount of money, we can have our we can get our value of x. And when we have a value of x, everything would be very simple, because that's the only thing which we need for to solve this set. So let us find out who is the least and the second least. Acha, by observation only, if you compare A and B, what you see is that B has more money than A in terms of X, and he has more money than A in terms of actual money. So we can definitely say that B is greater than A. Similarly, comparing A with C, C has more money in terms of X and in terms of actual money, so C is greater than A. And on the similar lines, we can say that F is greater than A and G is also greater than A. So out of the 7% which we have, sorry guys, 4, 5, 6 and 7% which we have, we can definitely say that, sorry, that these 4% B, C, F and G are definitely at least going to occupy these first four position, B, C, F, G, in any order. Okay, in any order they are going to occupy. Now we are left with A, D and E. Between A and D, we are definite that A has more money than D. The reason behind that is they have equal money in terms of X, 0.1 is 0.1x equal money in terms of X. But in terms of actual money, D has 30, A has 150, so A has more money than D. But there is E about whom we are not certain. Now this E, see, this E, what is the issue with this E is that he has less money than both A and D in terms of X, but he has a very high amount in terms of actual money in comparison to A and X, A and D. So we cannot say exactly what is going to be the position of E. Now it is possible, now the three cases arise. The three cases which are possible are that the last two values are going to be taken by E and D in the order that D is the least. Another case is that the last two positions are going to be taken by D and E, in which E is the least. And the third case is that last two places are going to be taken by A and D, where D is the least, because we know that. Okay, so these are the three cases. Out of these three cases, definitely one of them is true. We are 100% sure that one of them is true. So what we will do is we will check for all of them. We will put all of them in the ratios and we will find it out. So let's say E and D have in ratio 1:2. So that means the equation which we will write is D, because what we have is C, 7th by 6th is equal to 1 by 2 is what we have. Okay, 7th by 6th we have 1 by 2. So what we will write is 0.1x plus 30 divided by 0.05x plus 435 by is equal to 1 by 2. So in solving this, what do we get is we get that x is equal to 2500. When we get x is equal to 2500, what we get is that the initial money with D was rupees 280, and initial money with E was rupees 560, and initial money with A was 400. So what we get is that D is going to be the 7th, A is going to be the 6th, and E is going to be 5th, 4th, anything. We do not know that, but it is not going to be 6th. But what did we assume? What did we assume? We assumed that E is going to be 6th, which is not the case. So this case is not possible. So let's remove this case. Okay, this case is definitely not possible. Okay, so let's remove this. Now what we will check, that if E is 7th and D is 6th, so let's play it E as 7th. So that means in the numerator it will go 0.05x plus 435, and D will go at the 6th position, that is in the denominator he will get 0.1x plus 30 is equal to 1 by 2. From this we have 0.1x is equal to 0.1x plus 870 is equal to 0.1x plus 30. 0.1x cancelled, 870 is equal to 30, nothing is there. So this case is also not possible. So we are now 100% sure that a correct case is that A is going to be the one with the second least money, and D is going to be the one with the least amount of money. So let us calculate and we will find the value of x also now. So what we will write is, in the numerator we will write the value of D, that is 0.1x plus 30, and in the denominator we will write 0.1x plus 150. So what do we get is x is equal to, we will put 1 by 2, and from this what we get is x is equal to 900. Okay, so what we get is x is equal to 900. Now what we will do is we will make a final table. So let us make a final table which will include person, amount, sorry guys, amount at start. Let me remove this too. Okay, amount at start, amount spent, and we have amount at end. So this is the table which we are going to make. Okay, because upon this only the questions have been asked to us. So let's make a table. So we have A as a person, B as a person, C, D, E, F, and G as a person is what we have. So let us calculate everything for every one of them. So okay, so amount with A at the B, we know that x value is x value is 900, and we know this is the value, these are the values of initial amount with them. So what do we get is, we get that A has rupees 240 at the start, because see 0.1x, that is 900 into 0.190 plus 150, 240. Similarly B has rupees 840, C has rupees 360, D has rupees 120, E has rupees 480, F has rupees 720, and E has rupees 600. Now we are going to talk about the money which they spent. So A spent 10% of 900, so that means A spent rupees 90. B spent 19%, so he spent 171. C spent 20%, he spent 180. D spent 10%, he spent 90. Okay. E spent 5%, he spent 45. F spent 25%, he spent 225. G spent 11%, he spent 99. Now the amount at end is 150 that we are left. So we can directly copy it from the bar graph. So 150, 669. Then we have 180, we have 30, then we have 435, we have 495, and we have 501. Now we can move towards our questions. So let's check out the questions. So the first question is, what is the highest amount that any person had with him at the beginning of the trip? So at the beginning of the trip, we can see that B had the highest amount, and that was rupees 840. So our correct answer will be 840. That is the highest amount that any person had with him at the beginning of the trip. Second question is, what is the least amount spent by any person as a percentage of total amount with him at the beginning of the trip? So it is asking that the least amount of money, see, the least amount of money spent by any person. So least amount of money spent by any person, what we can see is uh, that least amount spent by any person as a percentage of total amount with him at the beginning of the trip. So the least amount of money spent by any person is going to be spent by E, because E spent the least amount, that is 45 rupees, and the total amount of money with him was 480. So our answer will be 45 divided by 480, and that will be let's check it out. 45 divided by 480 would give us 45, 9.375%, and this is for E. Okay, so this is our answer. Now coming to the third question, how many persons spent at least 30% of the amount they had at the beginning of the trip? Spent at least 30%. So spent at least 30% which they had at the beginning of the trip. So let's see how many of them spent more than 30, at least 30%. So A spent 30% of A would be 72. So A's are, we are going to count A. 30% of 84 into 3 is not going to be more, going to be 100% going to be more than 171. So B is not going to be counted. C spent 50%. D is going to be counted. E is not going to be counted. F is not going to be let's wait. So 72 into 3. So 72 into 3 would be, I guess, 144 plus 72, that would be 216. So F is going to be counted and G is not going to be counted. So that means the total, our answer is, how many percent spent at least 30%? Our answer is going to be 4%. Okay. So I hope you have understood it, guys. So thanks for watching the video, and thank you.